In the small town of Whispering Pines, nestled deep within the heart of Texas, an ominous presence lurked in the shadows, leaving behind a trail of fear and desperation. The once peaceful community had become a breeding ground for nightmares. As a series of gruesome murders sent shivers down the spines of its residents, it all began on a moonlit night when the first victim, Emily Turner, a young school teacher with a radiant smile, was found brutally slain in her own home. The entire town was plunged into a state of shock. As whispers of an unseen menace spread like wildfire, the local sheriff, Jake Anderson, found himself thrust into a nightmarish investigation, racing against time to uncover the identity of the elusive killer. As the body count rose, a pattern emerged. Each victim was marked by a chilling symbol carved into their flesh, a twisted signature that hinted at a sinister motive. The townsfolk barricaded themselves indoors after dark, living in constant fear as the relentless killer continued to strike without warning. Sheriff Anderson, haunted by the increasing pressure, enlisted the help of an eccentric and reclusive forensic expert named Dr. Evelyn Harper. With her dark past and uncanny ability to decipher the cryptic symbols left at the crime scenes, Dr. Harper became an invaluable asset to the investigation. However, as she delved deeper into the mystery, she discovered a connection that sent shivers down her spine. Each victim had a shared history, a long-forgotten secret that bound them together. The town's once tight-knit community unraveled as trust turned to suspicion, and paranoia gripped the hearts of its residents. Friends became foes, and neighbors eyed each other with fear-filled suspicion. The killer, fueled by an insatiable desire for revenge, seemed to revel in the chaos that now consumed Whispering Pines. As the investigation reached its climax, Sheriff Anderson and Dr. Harper stumbled upon a hidden chamber beneath the town's abandoned church. Within its dark confines, they uncovered a gruesome shrine adorned with the belongings of the victims and disturbing writings that hinted at a malevolent force orchestrating the carnage. The final showdown unfolded as the killer, unmasked and consumed by madness, confronted the unlikely duo. The once serene town square transformed into a battleground, echoing with the desperate cries of the townsfolk. In a chilling revelation, the killer spoke of a centuries-old curse that demanded blood as payment for the sins of the past. As the truth unfolded, the town's sordid history came to light, revealing a dark legacy that had festered beneath the surface for generations. The killer, driven by a vengeful spirit, sought to purge the town of its tainted past, one gruesome murder at a time. Whispering Pines, forever scarred by the terror that had unfolded within its borders, slowly began to heal. The scars of the past, however, lingered in the minds of its residents, a constant reminder that some nightmares are born not from the shadows, but from the sins that lie buried in the depths of a town's history. In the aftermath of the harrowing events, the townspeople grappled with the trauma that had befallen Whispering Pines. The once vibrant community struggled to rebuild, haunted by the memories of the serial murders that had torn apart the fabric of their lives. Sheriff Anderson and Dr. Harper, although successful in unmasking the killer and putting an end to the reign of terror, found themselves changed by the darkness they had confronted. The nightmares that lurked in the shadows of Whispering Pines seemed to follow them, a ghostly reminder that evil could manifest in the most unexpected places. As the seasons changed, whispers of the town's dark history echoed through the wind, and some residents chose to leave, seeking solace in new beginnings far away from the tainted soil of Whispering Pines. Others, bound by a sense of duty or a stubborn loyalty to their home, remained, determined to rebuild the shattered remnants of their lives. The once abandoned church, now cleansed of its macabre secrets, became a symbol of resilience and healing. The community gathered to restore it, transforming it into a place of solace and reflection. A memorial was erected in the town square, bearing the names of the victims and serving as a solemn reminder of the price paid for the sins of the past. Yet, despite the physical reconstruction and the attempts to move forward, an air of unease lingered in Whispering Pines. The townspeople cast wary glances at one another, haunted by the question of whether the darkness that had plagued them had truly been vanquished or nearly suppressed, Sheriff Anderson, now a grizzled figure with haunted eyes, continued to patrol the town with a newfound vigilance. Dr. Harper, unable to shake off the weight of the past, retreated into seclusion once again, grappling with the demons that the investigation had unleashed. Whispering Pines, scarred but not defeated, remained a town teetering on the edge of its own shadows. The once unshakable sense of security had been shattered, replaced by a lingering sense of vulnerability that colored every interaction and every glance exchanged in the town square. As the years passed, the tale of the serial murders in Whispering Pines became a cautionary legend, passed down through the generations. The children who had grown up in the aftermath spoke in hushed tones of the curse that had nearly torn their town apart, a chilling reminder that evil could lurk in the most unsuspecting corners of their seemingly idyllic lives. And so, the once quiet town of Whispering Pines struggled to reconcile its past with its present, forever haunted by the question of whether the shadows that had been banished would one day return to claim the souls of those who dared to call it home.